everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Sandy Alcantara.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys on balance.
Okay, all set to go. Here's Francisco Lindor. And a pitch. Missed with a changeup, and we're underway. The shortstop takes a ball.
He doubled up on the off-speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
And that drops in for a strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
3-1 is on the way. Hard grounder into the outfield for a down. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. There's nothing cheap about the way he got down through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get hit like he would like. Definitely put a good swing on.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Alcantara over to first. Lindor back in there. He's late there, strike 1. Alcantara, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Deal 2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Righty to the plate. And that's outside. And that's outside. The count now 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Struck him out without the swing. Frozen with the heater at the knees. And now it's Mark Vientos. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, that shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still trying to get that ground ball double play.
And here it comes. That's out to center field. Under this one. Stowers makes the play.
The first base.
Here's a Mets lineup now. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Pete Alonso stands in now, looks at that one inside. And there's a foul ball. There goes the runner. There's the ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, a nice lead and a nice steal there and get in a scoring position with the heart of the order at the plate. That might just lead them to pitching around these hitters a little more because of the open base. But it's early in this ball game. I can't imagine it'll change the attack plan too much.
Now a check swing, but he held up. The outside corner, now 3-2. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're just getting started here at the top of the first. Two outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Sharp grounder, that's through base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's 1-0.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches made him really work out there on the mound. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Here's Jesse Winker. And there at the knees for a strike. And now the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Kicks and deals. Outside low. Down 1-2. At the belt and fires. Hit hard, that gets through. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Here's Starling Marte. Just missed.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
The 1-0. A little bit low.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple of runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Tough start for him so far. Already at 30 pitches here in the first. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side. The pitch. Hard ground ball, baseline. Alonso around third, fires it to the plate, but it's offline.
Comes through with the RBI. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now it's going to be Tyrone Taylor. Now it's belted. He massive home run. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 5-zip. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for a hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
2 outs, nobody on. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start. Watch, you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
And now 2-0. Two outs, base is empty. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Splits the plate, and now 2-2.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two down, nobody on. Out to short. And they're happy to just get off the field after that break, but not before 5 cross the plate. With the big blow being this 3-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And starting in this one, Sean Manaea.
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. Yeah, there's a strike.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. Toss to Alonso, and the bunt doesn't work out. And time now for the Marlins lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Swing and a foul straight back. The lefty fires. Just misses with that one. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And the Marlins down quietly. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. And we're back. And the batter now, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil.
Alcantara back to work. That's in there. That's strike one. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Over to first, and they get the out.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball's going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
One down, base is empty.
Boog, our man Darryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
That one not close. Going to count 1-2. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. One out, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The line of the pitch.
3-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The punch out there. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Really good battle right there. That final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
So 2 down now, and here is Brandon Nimmo. Ball 1, no strikes. Strike. And another ball.
Ball 2.
Two outs.
Yeah.
He caught it behind his back. And that's a nice play to end the inning. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there and it stuck. That was pretty cool.
We head to the bottom of the second at the plate. Jesus Sanchez. As he turns on the rubber, with that good live arm delivers. Swings and misses and one down below the zone. Wouldn't chase that time. Left-hand hitter waits. Good eye right there. The line of the pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. Now this is in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Two now. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Drifts towards it. One up, one down.
The first baseman.
And now for the Marlins, Jonah Bride. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. That's in for a strike. The Mets leading by 5, bottom half of inning number 2. Outside, and the count is 1-1. The pitch. Just a slow ground ball this time. Throws to first in time. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 out, space is empty. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. And they're at the knees. That's strike 1. That's to third, Vientos. Slings it across. Marlins set down in order. So they go quietly there. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins nothing. On to the third inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, Mark Vientos. The pitch. Vientos measures 6 feet 4 inches, 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2017. Foul off left side. And another ball.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
So, man aboard, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Single and drove in a run his first time through. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Out of the zone and a called strike. Nobody out, runner at first. Righty delivers, gets a piece, and stays alive. Swings and misses, struck him out. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Runner on the go. Pulls that one foul. Man at first, one away. the ground, 2 ball. 1 at second.
He's out.
On to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ball. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. And he deals. And that one is in for a strike.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
One delivers outside. The 1-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. The line to kick the pitch. Down fly ball to right center. Taylor ranging after it. Makes the catch. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Derek Day stands in now and watches strike 1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Next offering is outside. Strike 2. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Kicks and fires.
That's ball 2. 2-2 now.
Wouldn't chase that time. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nick Fortes will hit next. There's a strike. Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Right down the chute, and the count is 1-2. And another ball.
2 strikes.
Out towards left center. That gets down for a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
That ball right there landed in what they call no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Edwards in the box now. No balls and a strike. swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
So, Berg, if you had to take one for the team, where would you want to get hit?
Chris, I think I'd have to say upper hamstring. He swings and fouls one off. Two on, 2 outs. And it's fouled away. The 0-2. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That just misses, and it's 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Hard hit, right side. McNeil gets the first. Play made, that ends the inning. 2 left on. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins nothing. And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the 4th, Starling Marte. And a pitch. On the ground. And that's just foul. The other way. Right. Takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next is the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. He's already homered here in this one. To third. Rolls across the diamond. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
The catcher, number 3, Francisco Alvarez.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And that's down and away. That misses, and it's 2-0. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. 2-1 now. Right through there for a strike. He was looking, and he didn't like the call. Down in order go the Mets, as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Ready to go. Now it's the DH, Jake Burger. As the lefty gets to work. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Boom, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, the right side is that will help the on-base percentage a little bit, and that's a category no batter can ignore these days. OBP, OPS, well, maybe that'll ease the pain just a little bit.
Sanchez batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Nimmo has it sized up. Nimmo snags it. for Miami, Jonah Bride, grounded out his first time. Just missed. And the 1-0. And a foul ball. To third might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. So they make short work of them there. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Jeff McNeil stands in.
Well, Bug, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ballgame at this point.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball. And a pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. And that one missing low.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And another ball.
2-2 now.
Wouldn't chase that time. And he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Oh, do you think you could draw walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at-bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further, and as he heads for the dugout, a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Number 83 on the pitch out of the pen here.
I think it's going to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And that misses off the outside edge.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
2-0 the count. Here it comes. Takes it in for the out. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play. Two outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Brandon Nimmo. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. He's got a double.
Well, they're looking to be aggressive and got something he can handle. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Mark Vientos digs in now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Runner at second. 2 down. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 3-0.
3 balls, no strikes.
Hits the outside corner with that one. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Now the first base.
So first and second with 2 outs. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Off the mark there. And that is ball 1.
Well, on count, look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
And a swing and a miss there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
First and second, 2 down. Pitch misses, and the count is 2-2.
Break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Kicks and deals. Lifted in the air, right center field. Makes the catch, inning over. 2 left for the Mets, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for Miami, Kyle Stoughton. Minaya back to work. Bounced up the middle, and that one handled in plenty of time to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Now second base.
Next to hit, Otto Lopez. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Now he catches the corner for a strike.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
The 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Bases empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That one just misses, and the count's even at 2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. Next pitch inside, and the count's full.
Always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Cut and miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the red zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Hill stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Nope, 1-0.
On the ground to third. Vientos whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they've been held scoreless through 5. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins nothing. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the DH, Jesse Winker. The wind of the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Winker, a former All-Star, 30 years old now. And he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. And the righty deals. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
You know, people don't realize how far the jog is from the dugout to the outfield position. And if you're playing in Oakland, man, it's a country mile to get out there. So for him to be able to be the DH today, that is really a nice day off.
Here comes a pitch. This one popped up. Sanchez on the run. Makes the grab on the run. Now there's one away.
They cut that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Starling Marte up to hit. 1 for 2. There's a strike up high. And it's 0-1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
On the ground to short, and he can't come up with it. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick in the glove. Might have taken his eye off it a little early, but regardless, you're going to have to work around that error.
One gone, runner at first. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch.
Ball in.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a bouncer. Lopez throws to first in time.
The catcher,
Here's the catcher to hit, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
0-2 now. Inside, just missed.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. He's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
The pitch. And a curve misses outside. Man on second, 2 down. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Man at second. Strike 3. Frozen with the front door slider. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. Pitch. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Marlins being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
Back up the middle, and it gets through. So now back to the top of the order.
Dominant performance for him today. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. And that one a little below the knees. And it's 1-0. And a good eye there.
2 balls, no strikes.
Into left center for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. That pretty much split the zone down the middle. And those are the ones where you got to make a bet. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
And now for the Marlins, Connor Norton. Right through there for a strike. That missed inside. And now it's even 1-1. And here it comes. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Drops into the glove.
Now the designated hitter, Jake Burger.
And now here's the Marlins DH, Jake Burger. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone. There's the strike at the knees. Just missed. The Marlins trying to get back into this one here at the bottom of the 6th. That misses, and a full count now. He goes down looking.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
So first and second with 2 outs. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. That misses the zone. 1-0.
Hold on, no strikes.
That one pushed foul. Two outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hard hit left side. To second, pulls it off the bag.
Well, every double play turn starts with getting one, and even though these players work on these plays during batting practice over and over again, sometimes at game speed you can still mess it up. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get nothing.
2 outs, bases loaded. Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Right through there for a strike. Bases loaded, 2 down. And it skips into dirt. Line drive, base hit. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score. It's 5-2.
Making some noise here. 2 RBIs on that swing, and they're right back in it. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there is perfect.
Now a chance for Kyle Stowers. This one chopped to first. Alonso takes it to the bag. They limit the damage here. So 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits, a couple of errors, but 2 are left stranded. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins 2. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th, and now here's Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil.
The pitch. And that one is inside. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Anthony Bender, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Bauman also getting ready. The wind of the pitch. And he drops it down the third baseline. Fires over to first. No hit here on the bunt attempt. They get the out.
Perhaps he rushed just a little bit, didn't set the angle as the infield was back right there. And that's pretty much a gimme for a bunt base hit. Just didn't quite put it where he wanted to right there.
Lindor, the next to hit, takes ball 1. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Brandon Nimmo getting ready to hit. Fall off foul. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And a pitch. Got him swinging.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. I don't need to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Vientos in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That one's spoiled, and they count now 2-1. 2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Stowers sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the 3rd out. Mets lead 1, and it remains 5-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Minaya back to work. And that's in there at the knees. Action in the pen down there. Drew Smith up and loosening in the pen. Rayleigh, a left-hander, also throwing. Now the 0-1. That one fouled off. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throws to first. And the leadoff hitter sat down to open the 7th.
Now
the left fielder, Derek Hill. Gets the call, and that is strike 1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Got it by him for the K.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches. He didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to him. Very nice.
And here is Nick Fortes. Foul ball there. Popped up. Settles underneath it. Brings it in. And the inning is over. Offense held in check there. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins 2. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Anthony Bender.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Pete Alonso, 1 for 3. A wide to kick the pitch. Just missed. The 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. Wide the kick to the 1-2. And another ball.
2-2, Sam.
Swing and a pop-up. Lopez under it. And out number 1 on the grab.
The bat number 3. Designated hitter, Jesse.
And now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Miami's bullpen with some action. Andrew Nardi, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 8th. And that's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Left-hand hitter waits. And it's fouled away. Left-hand batter waits. In the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wouldn't chase that time. Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Righty to the plate. Out. Number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Starling Marte. That one's in there. Strike one.
0-1.
Bounce to the right side. Lopez tosses to first. And the Mets go 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Drew Smith.
Smith.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he can run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
There's a strike.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
Popped in the air, left field. Then there's one down. Connor Norrie, the next to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. One down, base is empty.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Ball and a strike. And a foul ball. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Taylor hustling after it. Won't get to this one in the alley. Throws to second, and he's there with a double.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel really good about that one.
And at second with one away. And next is the designated hitter, Jake Berger. In for a strike. 0-1. Righty delivers. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-1. And a foul ball. Man at second. Ground ball right side. Throws to first in time.
The right fielder.
And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez.
Keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Two outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 5 and the Marlins 2. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Mike Baumann.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets.
The center field, Tyrone Taylor.
And a pitch. In for a strike. 0-1. Baumann, the tall righty, 240 pounds, and he was a third-round pick back in 2017. And that one fouled off. Next pitch just misses. 1-2 to count.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
In the air, right side of the infield. And there's one down.
The catcher,
Francisco Alvarez now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Right through there for a strike. Just missed. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. Fought off foul. And he deals. Stays alive. And a pitch. Bounce to the right. And that chance handled. The throw to first. Awesome play there.
The batter is second base, Jeff McNeil.
2 outs, base is empty. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. First offering, and it just misses.
Count 1-0.
And downstairs. And now 2-1.
Really nice spot there on that 2-0 to get back in the count. I mean, hitters looking to turn on something, but tough pitch like that, he's just going to take it.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins 2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Edwin Diaz.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
And at the plate for Miami, Jonah Bride.
The first base baseman, Jonah Bride.
And a pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And ball 1.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Next offer in there for a strike. And strike 2.
Well, those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And now 1 away. So the bullpen doing a nice nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Rings and misses. It's a strikeout.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all. First two batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Lopez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. They're down to their final strike.
So many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know.
Right through there, got it. And that'll do it.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better. It makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Schaube saying so long.
The final license for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, they left 5 runners on base. For the Marlins, 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, they left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.